Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the adventurers continue to improve the defenses of the town, and they find out that something is afoot. So this week's episode is a little shorter than usual, it's just the way it panned out. But at the end of the adventure, you listen to us, out of character, talking about the adventure and what we think of it. I sometimes include this, but not always. But this week, I decided to because it's relevant and I thought it was pretty interesting. Sometimes we go into side tangents and we're just talking about other things. We'll talk about, like Warhammer 40k or the video games we're playing and things like that, so I don't include that. But this week, I included us actually talking about the adventure and what we think of it to date, and just general gaming topics, so I thought you'd be interested in hearing that. So that you can look forward to at the end of the adventure. In the world of Battlezoo, there's a lot going on. If you go to battlezoo.com, we just released part 2 of Jewel the Indigo Isle. So that's the first and second adventure. The third adventure, which is the biggest one, that's going to be a little while. It's probably about another month or so before that one's released, but you have more than enough, because what we released will get you from level 1 all the way to level 8. And in there, we have, well, the adventure itself. We have the stats and the information for a magic item called, Old Woody. That's right, you can see what Old Woody does. And also, Old Woody is going to be in the character guide. That's right, the Indigo Isles character guide, which I think right now is like 94 pages. That thing is fantastic. We have 7 new ancestries. We have new familiars that are native to the Indigo Isles. And we have a complete write-up on the faith system of the Indigo Isles, the balance. Now, I love the balance. I didn't invent it, but it's really cool. The balance is based on the gods that came to the world of Alucard and are now worshipped there. The cool thing about them is that, first of all, they walk around. Like, everyone knows they exist. They are part of the world. They interact with the world. The other thing is that they're all part of a single family. There's a mother and a father, and all the remaining gods are siblings. But what makes it unique is that these siblings both interact and fight and get along with each other because if there's a pair or group of siblings, and if one of them dies, the other one dies. For example, you have the siblings of War and Peace. If War decides to get a little out of hand and tries to assassinate Peace, well, they'll die too. So they have to be very careful about how they go about their agendas, and if they go, too far in one direction, it can end up upsetting themselves, hence the balance. It's really cool. I would suggest you check it out. It's very inexpensive. You can check it out at battlezoo.com. It's the Indigo Isles character guide, and it has a complete write-up of the major gods of the Indigo Isles, of the balance. It was written by Vanessa Hoskins from this very show, and it is awesome. I think you'll really get a lot out of it. I think it is a lot of fun, and you'll enjoy it. In addition, we also released Battlezoo Ancestry Dragons for 5th edition on Roll20. Say that 5 times fast. That is out now. So if you've been waiting to use the dragons in your Roll20 game, you now can. Just go to Roll20, go to the marketplace, type in, Roll for Combat or Dragons, and you should find it, and that will work for your 5e game. And the Pathfinder version should be out within a week. And then finally, the 5th edition version of Jewel the Indigo Isles, the first adventure. I literally just finished the layout as we speak. I just finished it. I'm sending it for proofing. So we're going to go through that. Hopefully that'll be out pretty soon. It is actually surprisingly nearly the same page count as the Pathfinder version, which is shocking. And the one thing is that 5e does things very differently than Pathfinder. Like, for example, they never really list the monsters and their stats in most 5e adventures. So we're trying to do a mixture of Pathfinder layout and design with 5e layout and design, trying to make it as easy as possible for the GMs. But since we're inventing a new layout, this is taking a little bit of time and work. So be patient, but this should be out very, very soon. We actually have pretty much everything done. The adventure itself should be done very soon. I then have to do the character guide, which is going to have all the new races. That's going to take a little bit longer. I don't know, I might release the Indigo Isles adventure before the character guide just to get it out there. I'm still thinking about it because it's going to take at least several days, if not another week, to get the character guide out. So maybe I'll just get out the adventure now so then people can start reading it, and then I'll get out the character guide and give everyone a heads up. Anyhow, look out for all of that, battlezoo.com. And of course, I'll be talking about the new stuff, Year of Ancestries, Battlezoo Eldamon, the new Battlezoo Strange and Unusual. We have all that. If you just go to rollforcombat.com and sign up for a newsletter, you'll get tons of information every week about all of that. But do check it out. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Okay, no bad dreams. Steel Scale managed to set up her new hoard in her temporary quarters. Hap has new appreciation for sleeping near Darius. Okay, who wants to do what? The town needs more help.
I was thinking Ataram would use prying eyes and send the eye out to scout all around the town, outside the town. It's an invisible sensor. I can send as far away as I want. So I could get all sorts of ideas of where they were setting up operations, how they're setting up any new construction, if they have any guards that are starting to patrol around or hide anywhere, etc. And the spell lasts as long as I want, so I could really get a lot of information in one day.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool.
Who else wants to do stuff?
Do you want me to roll anything for that, or?
Well, I want to find out what everyone else is doing before
Okay.
you do yours.
Cool.
I like to get everyone so that we do what we're going to
Are
do.
there any things that we haven't done yet? Like any options that we haven't explored?
No one's built barricades.
That's
No
what
one's
Steel Scale's
constructed
doing.
traps. No one's
Yeah.
prepared arms.
Steel Scale's going to do
Um,
barricades today and traps tomorrow.
Okay.
So first barricades to help funnel people into pinch points, and then traps to thin them out while they're in the pinch points.
What does it take to make traps?
Crafting or thievery?
Oh, I can't make magical traps.
You can try. That's more like wards, though, because the wards are magical traps. There's physical traps and magical traps. These are physical traps. These are townspeople are digging pit traps and covering them with leaves, setting up tripwires, and hoisting nets up into the dead trees that surround the town. Setting these traps to be effective against massive attackers is very tricky work, because dinosaurs are big.
Well, if they're concealing the traps, I can use illusion to help conceal the traps.
Sure, you can help with the physical traps with your magic to illusion them away, so people can't see the pit traps and snares and drop falls and all those. That'll work. Darius, what are you doing?
I can't help build anything, but I can certainly, go shopping for everybody and get more food.
Oh, you have to go shopping if they want all that stuff. So.
Yep, I do that.
Hey, what
Okay.
about the arms one? Can you go shopping and bring back one for preparing arms?
That's
That's what I'm saying. Maybe, right?
I mean, is that part of this, or is it a separate role?
The problem with it is you'll have to sacrifice food for arms because you can't carry everything because you don't
Food.
have enough arms. Oh!
Choose food.
Yeah,
Where
I
the
think
food-
Yeah,
people fighting on a full stomach is better than with guns.
Yeah, then I'll
Guns? It's
I'll
not
make my-
Alkenstar.
It's actually arrows, bolts, ammunition.
mm,
It's that type of arms, but you definitely won't be because you can't put things
Right.
in a. You have
that's
to
the
carry
thing.
it.
I don't have extra dimensional space. It's
Exactly.
just actual bags.
Correct, and you can.
So
only
I'll
carry
do my
so much.
regular medicine check, right? Is that what I was doing before?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Whatever you were
It's
doing.
food, and then I did a medicine check walking around.
That was something different,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, then
Oh,
what
that
is-
was.
what
Oh
is-
no, that was helping both. That was you were boosting
Yeah.
morale, and you were doing everything.
Yeah.
And then it comes to steel. Oh, you're going to do the barricades. All right, cool. Okay, who wants to go first? We have everyone's marching orders.
All right, I will do my medicines.
You go. You do your
38.
thingamajig. You
Yep,
go
I
get
get town, get
you
the
spend
food.
time. You've actually
Spend
been gone
time.
a long time today because you're like, look at this shopping list. Ugh, everyone needs something. I gotta go get this. Gotta go sell that. I gotta go do this. And sure enough, there's Cat, stalking you like a cat. You're like, oh damn it, I gotta hide from her. Oh, there's a lot going on today. But you.
She's learned your daily route.
She is. She's like stalking where you appear because you got to always appear kind of in the same locations because you got to make sure it's clear. You can't appear in the middle of the street because you might upend a cart or something. You don't know. So you always have to kind of you have to Spider-Man and go hide somewhere when you appear.
Okay, I turn invisible to go places sometimes.
Wow. So, You're like a ghost. Oh, there you go.
I show up at the store, and I'm like, we're keeping the economy going in Escadar. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, they love
Demand is high.
you. Oh, they love you when you show up, but of course everyone knows that you're showing up including
Yeah.
your stalkers.
And they all know
Anyhow,
about the trouble in this town. So
trouble,
they're like,
trouble
Yeah.
in River City. Trouble. You starts like singing with everyone.
Trouble. With a
All right.
capital T and that stands for T-Rex.
There you go. That's the name of the title of the episode. You get food. Dr. Darius. Everyone's coming over. Everyone loves
Yep.
Dr. Darius.
You give them the food, you eat this and this poultice and eat this herb and have this steak and
Eat
whatever.
poultices. Yuck. That's
Don't eat it.
gross.
I put it on your sore, your open wound.
Okay. Good job.
38.
Everyone. Good success. More than enough. You bring nothing but happiness and joy to the many people and their boo-boos. Who's next?
Steel scale.
Oh, steel scale. You're going to make barricades out
Make
of bricks,
barricades.
boards, metal scraps, and other materials at hand.
You know what the material is at hand for a dragon?
No.
Trees.
There you go. That works.
So she's going to be making palisade walls and I want to get this right. She's going to be making palisade walls and Frisian horses.
Cool.
Hmm.
No dragon teeth?
What?
Dragon teeth.
Those have to stay in my head, thanks.
those stars, where they take like 3 pieces of metal and wield them together that like stop tanks. That's what they're called.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she can maybe make some of those with whatever metal. But, there's all this forest around, so trees are in abundance. And they don't have to be pretty. They just have to be effective. So she's using her size and dragon strength and dragon might to pull some of the smaller trees up out of the ground and literally just smash entire trunks down into the ground. If they're too long or whatever, she can crack them in half, over her big dragon knee. And then, or weaken it with some flame jets or something, and then she can crack it in half, and then, stick the jagged end up so that way it acts like a spiky palisade wall.
Got it. Do you walk around constantly knocking down the trees, and when you do it, you go steel scale and like knock it over every
Yes,
time?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. She's just
Okay.
like rummaging through for the best trees in the forest, knocking a bunch down. There's probably like a group of townsfolk with a cart behind her, just like picking up stuff that might still be useful that she hasn't picked up yet, like some of the smaller trees or branches and things.
And she's always saying her name after she knocks down a tree every
That's
time.
right. Ha ha! Steel scale.
Steel scales. At it again.
That's right. And then, she's going to make palisades and she's going to make the Frisian horses, which Frisian horses are those things that were asked about earlier, where you take the sort of medium-sized wooden pieces, like wooden branches almost, and you, like big, thick spears, and you stick them in the ground at a 45-degree angle. The horses are specifically these, like, X-shaped contraptions, like big portable ones you could actually move around if you needed to. But she's going to make those sorts of things as well.
You're just going to kill everyone. Got it. Give me a check for athletics.
Crafting.
Give me a check for crafting.
Gotta choose the right stuff. Oh, I rolled a 2. I'm gonna use a hero point. That's terrible.
You did what's called the steel scale, which is
No.
terrible.
No.
You're terrible.
No.
You're not good at this.
There we go. Hero point well spent. 41.
41. You went
Nice.
from a failure to a critical success. Good job.
Mhm.
Zero to
Thank
hero.
you. Now that's pulling a steel scale.
There you go. You're like, after you knock down the trees every time, you're like, steel scale, boom, steel scale, boom. They're like, maybe it'd be more effective if you did it without saying your name at full volume every time. You're
It's
like,
Steel
intimidating.
scale.
Oh, so I shouldn't be using my sonic boom voice
Sonic boom voice.
every time I knock down a tree. And they go,
Look, she can do it
No.
every few seconds. It's fine.
just use your inner voice. Say it really loud, but in your head. You're like, oh. It's like the trees will be more scared of you that way. Oh,
Who are you talking
okay.
to, Skill Skill?
Oh, there's people all around. She's been helping out.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones telling her all this.
Oh, okay.
Critical success, dragon, trees, palisade, horses, whatever you were making. Everywhere! The place looks dynamite. They're starting to learn that steel scale isn't all thumbs and wings and hooves. That maybe she can help. Who knows? Who's next?
I can go. Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah, of course.
All right. What should I roll?
Perception.
All right.
You're using it to visually look for things,
Yeah.
right?
Do I get a bonus?
Maybe?
All right. I am using a good spell.
Was
You
your
got you got 2 hero points. Although you can only use 1 on per roll. Look at that, 29. You're going to need one of them because that's a crappy roll. 11. Ooh, that's not
How are
even a
you
crappy
only
roll.
trained at level 13?
Oh, that's really bad.
I'm
Yeah.
only trained.
Yeah, I'm only trained. I'm a
Ooh.
witch.
Wow. Damn. In our other game, the level 13 rogues are legendary.
Well,
Yeah,
rogues,
they're rogues.
I
They
know.
ain't got
That's
no
like their
rogues.
job.
Yeah, well,
Damn.
that's why I have magic to help me. I don't know. I feel like if I hero point, I'm gonna roll worse.
What's the spell called? Let me look it up. Maybe I'll give you.
Yeah, I mean, a fail's a fail, right? Like,
no. What's the spell? I don't know what is it called?
Oh, the eye?
Prying eyes.
Yeah, it lets you explore an area with impunity because it's just
It's an invisible.
magical,
It's the one I
visible
used to
eye.
scout buildings, if you recall.
you can
I-
throw
oh,
it to
no,
those big
I-
towers.
But it literally says you can attempt seek actions through the eye if you want to attempt perception checks with it.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking because it's invisible and I get to sneak around them.
Maybe he
with
can do a bunch of
I'll-
seeks. 'cause
I
it's
will.
like,
I will say you're barely successful.
Okay, great.
He's like good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm afraid to hero point and just get worse.
Why don't you do it for fun? I won't count this one. Let's just see what you get.
Okay.
Let's just see. Who knows? Let's see. Might make you feel worse. Here comes the up 33.
shit.
Well, you would have done great. Oh well, too bad.
I
But
mean,
you still barely.
It's only 4
succeeded.
better.
Yeah, that's all you needed. So you use the eye, you scout around, and you see that there are a lot of people all over the place. Give me a sec, actually. I'll tell you exactly what you see. Let me open this. Kind of going by memory here. Hold on. All right. You find a couple of things. Okay.
Yeah.
You find that there's been a large barricade where you fought the dinosaurs and you broke up that. Well, now there's a new East End Road barricade, much bigger than before. Looks like they redoubled their efforts after you killed them. So, good job.
Okay.
It looks like that there are actually some of the roads in and out of town. They're actually being erased. they're actually being actively destroyed
Wow.
by some of the Zolgaths to make it that much harder. So even if you wanted to leave, they're literally tearing them up and like not just putting trees, but literally ripping up the roads. So some of these roads literally are disappearing. You go near the pier because you heard there was weird things going on. Sure enough, while you were scouting around, you saw sea serpents near the pier. Really big ones. Big enough to sink ships. And I said serpents, as in plural. As in no one is going to be coming in and out of town for a while.
that's eating, though. Like, you just pull one of them bitches out of the water and cook it up. Like, that'll feed this town.
True, but you only see them for like a split second. And sure enough, there are rather large barricades being built everywhere. And you're realizing, wow, they are really not only just preparing an attack, but actually making it actively hard for people to leave. And what's up with the sea serpents? Who knows? That's
Yeah.
new.
Why do they care about this town so much?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think we have any knowledge in character of why they would care about this town.
Somebody is in league with the Zolgaths.
Well, then why would they attack the town? There has to be something they want here.
I don't know.
Yeah. Atron shares all that information and shares the suspicion of why the hell do they care so much about this town.
Okay. While you're sharing that information, and you're doing this while you're in town, right? You're the one, you don't leave town because you're
Yeah, I don't need to leave town. I can just sit in the middle of town and do it.
okay. When you're sitting around in the middle of town, there's a lot of townsfolk that are loitering around, and they all look really, really, really worried. And you hear you actually overhear some of their conversations and their whispers. Do you want to hear what they're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear you hear them talking that the Banyan Boys have been nowhere. The Banyan Boys haven't been seen at all.
I was wondering.
In days.
Mm-hmm.
And people are wondering what happened to them, and the morale's like diving quickly because they love those guys.
Because they're local heroes. Yeah.
Yes, they are local heroes.
Can I ask around to see if anyone's seen or heard from them?
Yes. Diplomacy check.
Ah. Oh, I will hero point that one.
You're going to need the hero point. 22. What did you roll? A 3.
Yeah.
Yikes. I want to hero point that one. You walk up to them. Hey, kids!
Woohoo!
Tell
33.
me all about the missing heroes.
Ooh, nice roll. Good
Yeah,
hero
33.
point.
That's a good
good
hero
one.
point. Yeah, so Ataran will go up to those people and say, "Oh, yes, I know that they are very helpful to the town. Have you heard anything about where they are? Where they were last seen?" And continue to ask people, especially anyone who isn't talking about it, because maybe they know. So why would they talk about it?
So you walk around talking to people, gathering rumors and information. And you hear that the Banyan Boys are fine. And in fact, they've been put on a secret mission by the mayor. And that they're going to figure out a way to help the town. That's why they're missing. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll tell the others, and we can always go talk to the mayor once everyone's done their stuff for the day.
Yeah, and they're hoping when they come back, they're going to have good news to share because the Banyan Boys would never abandon this town. Never, I tell you. Never. Hap, you're up.
Yeah, if Atron relays that to us, I think
Nope, end of day. End of day.
Yeah, it won't
Dang.
be till the end of day.
End of day.
Oh, because I could have gone and
End of day.
dealt with this today.
Nope, end of day. This
right.
is all. That's like when you're having dinner, you get this information. All these are happening simultaneously. I can't do it simultaneously, so this is the order we're doing. This is not something that
that's fine.
happens.
All right, well let's use some illusory magic to cover the pit traps that the townies are building.
Okay. Use your illusions.
As I say, my spell casting is based on nature, so I'm going to roll that. Oof, 27. I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. You guys rolled a lot of 2s and 3s tonight.
I know. I might as well throw a hero point on it. I've got a high probability of getting over a 30 with a hero point. So let's throw a hero point on it.
Yep.
Nope, I rolled a 3.
Oh, you rolled
All
a 3! Oh no!
The worst.
The
worst.
Well, you can't win them all. Let's see. I haven't even had to see what happens when you fail. Here we go. The good news is that your illusions, you're like, watch this. And there's like they put leaves over a trap and you help and cast spells and the leaves look just a little different. But they all look at each other like, yeah, great job, Hap. They look exactly the same as before. Like everything you did made it look just like a little different, but there was literally no difference before and after that you applied your magic. So
No, you just can't tell that it worked because it's an illusion.
Oh, I guess our wills are too high.
Illusion.
We just disbelieved it automatically. I guess if we're a stupid Zolgath, this will look totally different to
Are we
us.
talking shit, Townie?
No, not at all. In fact, that pile of leaves, I didn't even know that was a pile of leaves. What did you put there? Oh, wait, I see it now. It's like a buffet of meats and other things a Zolgath would want, so they walk over a pit trap and fall in. That's a good idea, Hap. Wink, wink to each other.
Why don't you use your amazing magical powers, I don't know, that you learned at, I don't know, the cobbler, to create things like this? Give Hap a break.
I don't know. I mean, there's a hay bale over there. You could go shove a pitchfork in it. Watch out for the cow shit on your way over there, though.
Wow!
Yeah, why don't you
I'm
use
gonna walk off.
Use your life skills to help fend off dinosaurs. Oh, what is that? I don't know. Wiping down a barn? What do you even do in this town?
How much are you farmers even paying us to save your life?
Yeah,
oh, wait,
once
we were doing this for free?
Yeah, do it for free for literally tons of food. I brought you 1,500 tons of food. And you're going to criticize Hap?
No, we're not criticizing at all. Hap, you're doing a great job. Great job. 3 cheers for Hap. Hap,
Yep.
Hap, hooray!
Now
Hap,
you're
Hap,
Patrick.
hooray!
Let's see if you
Hap,
added a sound effect to this.
hooray!
Yeah, that's it. Fuck
Wow.
What? cheers.
Sarcastic cheers?
They weren't
Yeah.
sarcastic. We even changed the cheer to include Hap's name. Hap hooray! We're gonna rename
For the
it.
audience at home, that's the chain lightning button.
Oh no! Wow, that was pretty good damage. They're all like running away. Woohoo! It's like Three Stooges. Okay. Good job, townies, and good job, heroes. You have successfully built up so much of the town that the circus and everyone comes over to you and says, "Man, this place is. You guys have done a great job. Good job."
Thank you.
So, time for Betty Bye!
All right.
Well, yeah, I tell everyone about what I learned. Do we want to try to talk to the mayor before we turn in?
That's probably wise.
Yeah.
So,
If they're stuck somewhere, they might need rescuing.
So we head to find the mayor.
Why didn't you come tell us sooner, Atron?
Because Atron didn't find out until after you were done with your chores for the day. That's why. Because it happened after they were done casting their spell, because they can't be interrupted. They have to concentrate, and it took all day. The mayor actually can't be found. The mayor's been very busy today, and you're having trouble finding her.
Can we leave a message for the morning?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right,
She
we
just-
do that.
Okay. Yep, no problem.
Yay, everything's getting suspicious.
Yay! She's
Yay!
She's dead.
She could be. We'll find out in the morning.
Maybe she was a Zolgath all along.
Oh
Maybe.
no, the shapeshifter.
Well, that would be cool though. All right, who wants to go to bed?
All of us go to bed.
Okay, everyone, give me a will save except for Steel Scale, because Steel Scale's immune.
Very
Darius,
nice.
Darius,
It's because I'm a dragon.
Darius fails.
Rar.
Half fails.
I rolled another 2.
Yep, I rolled a very small number.
We are
Who's
not
lying?
rolling on the bell curve. this session.
38.
Atron's fine. Let me mark these down. Ignore my little notes.
I haven't
here.
failed many of these. Maybe one.
One.
Two
You failed
ones,
one.
yeah.
You failed one. Hap, you have failed. This is I think your third or fourth time failing.
I think it's 3rd. I don't think
It
it's
is third.
4th.
Atron, I have you down here as 3 failures as well. So,
Sounds right.
You all dream. Okay, Atron, you dream that you're using your eye and you're off on the side in the sea, seeing the sea serpents, and while you were using your eye, suddenly they look at you and they can see you, even though they shouldn't, because you're using your scrying eye, and then they start charging towards you, and you try to leave, but you can't. And you're like, oh no, they see me. And you're like desperately trying to get out. And the sea serpents are charging towards you. And you realize that even though you're going through your scrying eye, you realize that these sea serpents are going to tear into you and eat you and gobble you up. And you're racked with fear and you don't know what to do. And suddenly they charge you and then it's all darkness. And you wake up.
Did I fail?
Oh, no, you didn't fail.
Is that me? I'm taking a nice swim.
Okay.
I'm bathing.
I was like, holy crap, it's getting worse, everybody.
Oh, I thought you failed. Crap, I wrote down. I wrote. You know why? Because I said Atron last. Damn it, that was a good one too. All right,
It was
how about
good.
this? Darius, tell me what you see. You know what to do. Go.
Darius is. It's the early morning, and he wakes up and he does his stretches and his couple of workouts. Just lifting the nearest heavy thing several times. And then he goes to the water. He's super naked and shiny right now, and the sun is hitting his thighs perfectly. The nearby, animal life is just looking at his thighs in awe. How, Snow White, can sing, and animals and cute animals show up? Darius just flexes his thighs and they show up, and they watch and he pets them. And says, "Hold on, guys, I have to bathe myself." And he goes into the water. And he's splashing slow motion, and he does a little mermaid hair flip, and it's very sexy in the morning for these cute forest animals. And then in the water, there's motion. He thinks, oh, maybe the local sea life also wants to see my thighs, and they do. And he feels a little, was that a little bite? He looks around, and another one happens on his other thigh. oh no, oh no. And out of the water comes a multi-headed, kraken-y monster devouring his thighs, and he wakes up. My thighs. And he cries for about 10 minutes.
I think I failed my will save.
Potential loss of his thighs.
Oh my god, that was so scary. Hap, do you want to do yours for one last time?
Yeah, I'll do mine. Hap's gearing up to go on the exciting adventure that she wants to do, to the land of her ancestors, you know? And nobody thinks she's capable of doing it by herself, but she knows she's got this. So she gets her book out for the Plane of Fire, and she starts preparing the ritual. And she opens up the portal and steps through and into the Plane of Water and fucking drowns.
Damn!
Boom, end of dream.
Wow! Wow! Okay. Damn, that was violent. Okay, good job.
This tuning fork is bullshit.
I know. Wow. There you go. None of you critically failed, so none of you are fatigued. And you wake up in the morning, and there's a note on the door from the mayor saying, "Please see me."
All right. Yeah, once we're ready, Atron will wait for the others, and we can go.
Time for morning spells.
All right, you do your morning
Long
spells,
slider.
and Darius does his workouts, and
Yes.
Atron does whatever they do.
False life.
And Steel Scale admires her
There it
horse.
is.
There you go. Long Strider.
In case there's combat for some reason, just remember Darius now gets the root magic.
Yep,
False
root map
life.
+2 to save, my first save of the day.
Yup.
You got it. Sweet. So, she comes up to you in the hall and she thanks you for all the work you've done with the town defenses. Looks like we're in really good shape. You've given us a huge advantage. Everyone feels a lot better. But I hate to ask you for another favor, because I heard you wanted to come and see me, and we might be thinking about the same thing. I hate to
It's
ask you
okay. I don't mind. I can fly out over the Zolgath. I will kill a sea serpent, and I will bring its carcass back for us all to eat. I knew you were going to ask me this, and I will do this for you.
Well, actually, it's a little different.
Wait, you don't want the sea serpent? Because that's what I've been thinking about.
I know. That would be nice, but
Steel Scale,
I
it's
need
about
something.
the Banyan Boys.
I need something a little bit more immediate.
Those guys.
So when you got back from Fortune's Hall,
I just had to sacrifice them for the town's blessings.
Cool.
I'm appreciative of all the help you've done, helping with the Zolgaths, and all the defenses you've done, and bringing food and medicine and just everything you've been doing. But I need help with I need you to go get the Banyan Boys and bring them back. You see, there's these caves underneath town that have been here since before the town was built. And there's an entrance in the basement of the general store that leads to these caves. And some old documents from the town's founding indicate that these caves were important, but I wasn't sure exactly why. And a lot of stuff from that time is long gone, but local legend has it that the town's founders left something special down in the cave in case of dire emergencies. And, well, if this doesn't count as an emergency, nothing does. So the Banyan Boys went down there, and they should have been back by now. It's been days, and I worry that something happened to them. Can you go look for them? They're really important to the town. Everyone looks up to them, and I know they're annoying, and I know they're a pain, but you know what? They really can raise the morale of this town more than all of us, unfortunately.
Mayor Vandy, how did you not mention these caves before? We're surrounded by Zolgaths. How do Zolgaths get to the surface? Through caves.
Well, no one's ever been down there for years, for as all I know. I mean, there's old sea caves, so who knows? I mean, maybe they lead out to the ocean.
I saw very odd sea serpents out on the water when I was scouting magically yesterday.
I don't know what sea serpents would have to do with these caves. I mean, they are supposed to be incredibly dangerous, and town legends mentioned that they collapsed years ago, so
Okay.
I don't know if these two are related, but...
Yeah, we will have to go down and find them. Either way, we need to make sure the Zolgas are not using the caves.
Yeah, I never even thought of that. I mean, again, these are ancient caves, and no one goes down there, and they're supposedly collapsed, but somehow the Banyan Boys, they found an old map from their ancestors, and they used it to go in there, and it was actually their idea to do this, and I thought it was a good idea, because, again, there's supposed to be amazing things to defend the town in those caves.
So the thing about caves is that they're all ancient. That's how geology works.
Oh no.
Oh.
Lauren the scientist has woken up.
Technically, everything's ancient because, we're all made of star stuff, so we're all ancient if you think about it.
Some of us are made of fire stuff. Speak
Well,
for
there
yourself.
you go.
Oh, some of us are made of dragon stuff.
There you go. We're all ancient if you think hard enough and want to be that pedantic. Anyhow,
I am descended from the first muscle.
Oh.
there you go. Gotta be descended from something.
Did the Banyan Boys know about this cave before? Like, how long have they had this map?
Oh, I have no idea how long they've had the map. But it's been nearly 2 days, and they were only supposed to be down there for like a few hours at most.
Yeah, it is suspicious. I am a little worried this is like Fortune's Hall, where they summoned Fae, hoping that they would help with food, and now this is Ancient Caves, hopefully Secret Thing helps us. So, just in case if something strange comes out of the caves, or people are acting funny suddenly, just maybe have them talk to the priestess to make sure that there is not some strange creatures or something. I'm a little worried by sea serpents and ancient caves.
Oh, okay. I mean, the entrance to the cave is like a door. I don't think a giant sea serpent will be able to fit through a door.
No. We haven't seen the Zolgas working with strange sea beasts before, which it was odd. But, yes. Ataran looks to the others like they're trying to shut themselves up, so Ataran bites their tongue.
Well, it would be great. I don't know what else I can do for you. I do know that the deep in the cave... Wait, hold on a second. I don't know what I can do for you. We don't know how deep the caves go, and they're probably flooded. I mean, they are sea caves. So if you need help, like breathing underwater, you can go to Trail to Frat for the potions. I know she has some hopefully put aside for you, and she won't charge you for them. I mean, I gave a whole bunch to the Banyan Boys, so hopefully she has a couple left, but I would probably recommend you have some way to breathe underwater, because I imagine those caves are flooded.
We can.
Not steel scale.
Not steel scale, though. We should get them for steel scale.
What? I'm sorry, I was thinking about being an ancient dragon, and I was kind of daydreaming.
You need to be able to breathe underwater.
Oh, no, I can already do that.
Oh, you can?
Oh, that
Oh,
is
yeah,
good.
totally. Yeah, not a problem.
If they are better...
I just do this, and she flips a switch and turns a dial, and this, part of her, jawbone part of her helmet slides forward and up over where she would breathe, and it's got all these little vents in it. It's like, I can breathe over this. All I gotta do is put this on, and then I can breathe underwater. And then she hits the button and puts it back.
All
That would
right.
be very convenient when you're trying to
That
use a breath
sounded
weapon.
so much like something from like a movie or TV show, and I can't think of what it is. Oh, crap.
BoJack Horseman?
No, something. I'll figure it out. The blessings we have do not give us much speed, so if maybe the potions will help us with movement, it might be good. Otherwise, we might have to rely on other magics.
Yeah, I mean, if you have your own ways, but again, if you want a potion or two, we won't
Yes.
charge you for them. It's up to you.
We'll take them
Thank
with
you.
us.
Yes,
Thank
thank you.
Sure. Is there anything else? Again, I don't know what the founders left down in those caves, but it's supposed to be something that could be used. I believe the quote was, used to help the town in its time of greatest need. That was the exact quote from the founders. And if a famine and a bunch of dinosaur attacks at the same time aren't greatest needs, I don't know what else would be.
This might be why the Zolgas are after the town and have surrounded it. Maybe they have something else that has informed them about this. It is strange how much they seem to want to siege the town. So
yeah,
maybe
that
they
actually
know.
Does make sense. I mean, I don't know why they're after us. I mean, sure, a famine, that's one thing, but dinosaurs and Zolgas attacking us, I mean, there's nothing here. So maybe you're right. Maybe there's something weird in that cave. Maybe they're after this. Maybe you're onto something, Atron.
Maybe they know.
Well, again, if you can go down there today, and don't worry about the defenses. I think we're in good shape, and your circus people can help, and everything will go well. But I would recommend that, you go see Frat. She'll give you some potions. I don't know if she knows anything else about these caves. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But and then if you can go over to the general store, they can show you where the secret entrances into the caves.
Anything else happening we do not know? This would be the time.
Well, this wasn't exactly public knowledge. It's not that I didn't want to share with you. I thought they'd be back by now. I sent them off, and I thought after a day that'd be okay. But it's been 2 days, and quite frankly, we've been so busy with stuff. I really didn't think much of it. I mean, they've been able to take care of themselves, and they've been defending this town for generations. So the last thing I thought I'd have to worry about is the Banyan boys.
Can I make a perception check just to get
Sure.
a general sense of her behavior? Do you want to make it secret, or do you want me to roll it?
I do it. I mean, she seems like she's completely telling the truth.
Okay.
And
Thanks.
and you can ask around. These caves are not secret. No, it's actually very well known. Steel Scale, if you're from this area, you probably even heard of these caves before.
Yeah.
Again, they're just it's just part of legends, like steam tunnels and, like a college.
She's been living here for a little bit. I think she probably moved here based on because it was only recently that the town started to have trouble, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like a decade ago or several years ago or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably when she moved, because she probably heard that there was there's trouble in the town, and she's like, I could be a hero there, and then she came here to try to help.
Yeah, you've heard of these caves. I mean, they're literally just part of the founding of the town, and it's just part of the area, but no one does anything with them, and they're just there. That's what you know.
Since we're all confessing things, I also have something to confess, Mayor, and I feel really bad about it. Sometimes I'm out hunting, and I'm having a hard time because there's not a lot of game, and I must admit, I eat some of the livestock. I always leave a bag of silver behind to pay for it, but still, I feel really bad about it because what else am I gonna do for food? Steel Scale's crying.
Well, Steel Scale, you've helped out the town, and I think as long as you were paying them back, although I would recommend that maybe you find the people you were stealing the livestock from, and you apologize to them instead of me.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
If they survive this siege.
I'll reveal a secret. I'm not really crazy about Darius's new haircut.
Oh, damn!
You don't like my top knot?
I thought it looked better before.
Like when he had a bowl cut? I thought that looked better.
Oh, I take out the top knot immediately.
I said the top knot just doesn't work for you.
No, you're right. I put my hair back one day. I just left it because I was just so busy.
You don't like the man bun?
I guess not.
Gonna say, not a fan. Not a fan.
Okay.
Darius, do you have a secret?
One time.
At band camp?
No, when I was learning martial arts, they wouldn't let me eat while I was working out. I had to hide pieces of meat inside the heavy bag, and I would be hungrier and hungrier. I'd scoop more sand out of the bag until it was mostly sandwiches and cheese, and they found out, but they didn't think it was me. They blamed someone else. I didn't come forward, but I did eat that cheese and those meats.
Cheese thief.
I didn't steal anything. I would just put it there so I could eat during the workouts because I was very hungry.
It's more like a cheese squirrel.
Yeah, I hid all different sorts of foods throughout my dojo to the point where sometimes somebody would punch something and a small sandwich would fly out.
Alright, what's the Acheron secret?
You have all learned a great deal about me, but I think the only thing that would be secret is I have detailed plans to neutralize each of you should you be swayed to evil or somehow prove a threat to the circus or the people.
Well, you might have to enact that because Half's been looking a little weird recently.
I'm looking pretty weird, looking pretty sus.
Yeah, she's looking very sus. I'd have to take her out. Vote her off.
Steven, I am telling you this now, and I will remind you next week, but I don't want it to be a gotcha next week. My like, I think it's 4th level feat or something, a low level feat I took for Steel Scale is diving armor, which
Ooh.
gives her the ability to breathe underwater and a swim speed equal to her land speed. So
Okay. That's fine.
Paper Ninja got my Batman reference. I'm so happy.
Which one?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know which
immediate. Well, he has a way to defeat all of us in case we go down.
Yeah, Acheron has the secret
one. Oh,
plans.
yeah. I actually... that's been in so many... That was like an Archer. That's been in Batman. That's like a pretty common one.
It was a Batman thing.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know it was Batman.
Yeah.
First. I do
Yeah.
know. It's like Archer. They did the same thing. They do that in so many shows now. It's like
Old Batman reference. I
Got
figure
it.
if anybody does that, it would be Acheron.
got it. Yeah, cool. No, the diving armor's fine. I mean, you'll see. I mean, this is more of a traditional dungeon crawly thing. So
Cool.
You won't be able to use as many. You can't use like flight and all that silly stuff. So, but it does have water, and I do like water because water makes things annoying. But you guys are so strong, the water will be more of a hindrance. A slight hindrance than something that's if you're low level could be very
Yeah.
bad. And this
I
is
mean-
going to be like, eh.
Honestly, out of character, I'm excited about it because it feels very occulty to me because of all
It's
the
very
bad
occulty.
nightmares.
It is very cold.
So,
and
yeah.
also,
I'm excited.
quite frankly, getting a little sick of dinosaurs and Zolgas. I'll be honest with you, kind of sick of them.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, what tentacled creatures! Oh no!
Oh, it's like it's starting to get a little too much, and I kind of like now
yeah,
it's going to be something
even
very different.
like the Fae was great. I could come up with different puns and stuff for the intros, but when it's always Zolgath,
I
I'm
know.
like, ugh.
I know, even I'm like, they mix it up.
Here's a question: might you have full stats for the Banyan brothers?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, I wonder why.
Do-do-do-do.
I always said, well, anyone who can fight has stats.
All right.
Because they are. I told you they were stronger than you. They had. I think they're higher level than you.
Yeah, I mean
at least
they're local.
were.
They're the
They
local
were.
heroes, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I know they're very strong. They're like, remember because when you guys met them, and I think remember you did a roll off, and Darius lost, and that's how I knew he lost because they had the stats, and I think they're
Word.
14th, 15th level. They're pretty tough. Like these guys are not like, oh, they're the tough guys, and you're level 12 and they're level 7. It's like, oh, you're level 12. They're like 14. Like they're the real deal. They're dicks, but they're actually the real deal.
Yeah.
So
We're like
And actually,
halfway
there's
through this
3 of them.
module.
yeah, you're halfway through.
Cool.
By the way, only one of them is a dick. Only the main guy. The other 2 brothers are fine. Actually, it's only the main guy who's kind of a pain in the ass. Remember, there's 3 of them. So
Cool.
and only
Cool.
one of them was the main guy, the guy who was like always boistering and crap and talking. The other brothers are pretty quiet. So
Cool.
But,
Well, thanks, Steven.
yeah,
Thanks,
you're like
everybody.
halfway through.
Yeah, I figured all the like initial like one-off stuff, and the Fortune's Hall was the first part. So
This is the second part, and then there's the third part, and then it's over. It's only 3 parts.
all right,
Cool.
cool. And I have a
All right,
bad
cool.
feeling of what the 5th part is,
Oh,
or the 5th
no.
module.
Oh, I know what the 5th module.
6th module has to be going up that mountain.
Probably. 5th
Yeah.
module is traditionally the best module. 4th
Oh.
and
Right.
5th are traditionally the 2 best ones. Traditionally, not
I
always.
loved the Ruins of Aslan 5th and 6th module that I did with the Order. That so good.
Hmm.
I loved all the ancient history Aslantis stuff.
Well, because everything comes together in the 4th and 5th module, and then they usually
Yeah.
by the time those are done, then the 5th module is like, okay, we won more or less, and now the 6th module is
Yeah.
okay. Now we take the fight to them. Usually, that's usually how they do it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then you have to find the big bad. Like it's like okay, immediate threat though over, and that's traditional.
Yeah.
That's just
And
plot structure.
I'll say honestly, especially with, I don't mind, like with the patrons on here, we've learned a lot about how Eridan stole from the Zolgas, basicully.
Oh, he's not a good guy.
No, so like, I think even in character, we're gonna try to be at least a little understanding. Hopeful. Well, like I think I said, there was one Zolgath leader that we saw in like the visions at the sunken Moonstone Temple, that seemed at least reasonable, and like got shouted down by whoever was leading that. I forget their name.
Correct.
So I'm hoping there's at least some chance of like, maybe don't kill everybody and we help you find a way to make things better too for your people. I think that would be both in character good as well as be good like topically for the state of society. So,
Yep.
yeah, cool. All right.
Okay. All right.
Good night, everybody.
All right. See you guys.
Good night.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, if you run out of range of your party healer, it's your own damn fault and you deserve to die.